Let's go.
What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Sportsload. I'm one of your hosts, Jah, and I got my boy, Mr. GPS himself, Garrett, Paul Smith. What's good there, Garrett?
Let's go. Jets win, baby.
All right.
We're gonna
It. Take it easy.
Again, against the hurt Texans team.
All right. Thank you guys for showing us love. Keep liking, keep subscribing. You know what I mean? And let's get right to it, man. Let's get to the Jets game. Your Jets and your Texans. Let's wrap this up quick. God damn it.
Jets, Texans. So the news drops. They're going to trade Zach in the offseason. They told him, apparently. It's a rumor.
Oh, okay. So all is now by them telling him, now he just decides to show up his value and shit.
Yeah. So then they name him starter again because they get rid of Boyle and they name him starter, and then he shows out. Out. Second half, especially.
Dude, was this his first 300 yard game or some shit? Like, he went off.
No, it wasn't his first. I think it was like his second, maybe. But yeah,
okay.
He just showed out.
He played very well. The defense kept him in too, man. Because I was worried. I think they was 0-0 going to have him. Like, dude,
it was. They did the perfect first half. They punted every possession.
Yeah,
each team punted every time. It was 0-0.
Excuse me, sorry. Tired, sorry, it's been a long day. But yeah,
happens.
My thing is the way that look, the Texans were hurt. They lost Tank Dell.
They lost Nico Collins. They lost Stroud at the end,
and Will Anderson too, right? I think Anderson got hurt too. So they got hurt a lot. But a win is a win, and the Jets needed one. It was coming off their 5th straight loss?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so
I mean, it doesn't really improve our playoff position or anything. It just kind of is like a confidence booster.
Yeah, it builds morale. Now the team could win because this is gonna make Zach Wilson look like when in the beginning of the year, Zach Wilson, like when they were.
He looked good in the second half.
Yeah, he looked good. I mean, when he made that fumble though, like they didn't look. It looked like, oh, here we go again.
Oh yeah, that was like, oh god.
Yeah, the Jets be jetting. You know what I mean?
They do be doing that.
Oh man, but congrats to the Jets. A big win, 30-6 against a team now outside of the playoffs looking in.
Yeah, we gave them a Texas-size L.
Yeah, now they're outside looking in.
The Jets posted a cringy tweet of a big L and a Texan on it. Yeah, it was so cringe. I was like, tone that back, man.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Dude.
It's not the Super Bowl. Dial it back. Yeah,
really, it's not. Like, it's one game. Come on, man.
Oh, man. But congrats. Big win for the Jets. Let's get right down. We got the Jets 30-6. Next up, Buccaneers and Atlanta, bro. Crazy game. It was actually a good game to watch.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game.
It was pretty much whoever decided to play defense was going to win that game.
Yep. And the Buccaneers decided to play some defense a little bit.
Finally, yeah. Again, nobody wants to win this division, bro.
Yeah, it's such a garbage division.
Dude,
Panthers lost again, so that doesn't do anything.
Isn't weird. To New Orleans and Derek Carr. Oh, I didn't think he was even going to play. I thought he was really hurt. He got hurt last week pretty bad. He showed up.
And he actually played well.
Played very well.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, I would say it was probably his best game in the Saints uniform, to be honest. Like, it was like that's.
Oh my god,
that's the best.
The division's tied up 6-7 for 3 teams.
Three teams. Jesus
but Tampa Bay in the lead currently because of the win over the Falcons.
Does anybody want to win this division?
Does anybody want the NFC South? Does anybody want it? Is there anyone that wants it?
Nobody. Like, no. It's like the Spider-Man meme. Like,
they're all pointing at each other like you.
Oh man. Next up, Bengals beat the Colts. Very good game. The Bengals are still in this, bro. I think now because of the Texans lost, I believe now they're in. I think. So. Am I bugging?
Wait, I have to check the standings. So I was just on.
They're not supposed to. Dude, this team is still playing well.
Yeah, you gotta give some respect to the Colts because they've been really playing their ass off.
Yeah,
they're in the 7th seed now.
See? Wow, the Bengals are looking good,
and the Bengals are in the 10th seed currently, behind Denver, Houston, and obviously Indy.
I guess I was wrong. I thought I had the Bengals in, but they're still playing. They're not shitting the bed. This kid Browning, whatever his name is, fucking killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks like a legit
quarterback. He looks like he's going to be okay. Yeah, they have a backup for Burrow.
Yeah, and
if anything.
at the very least, for sure. Like that's a good win, a good morale boost for them. I don't know about how I should feel about the Colts taking the L on this one because
Colts should have had this game. I mean, there's no excuse, right?
Yeah,
like, it was away in Cincinnati though, I think. So
yeah. So and to be fair, all the East Coast games look like shit because of the weather. So, hear me out on this one. Now I'm getting a little off topic. Now, see the Jets game, right?
Yeah,
30-6 outside, right in New York, shitty weather. Vegas indoor. 3-zip.
Oh my god, that game, dude! This game was the worst game on the planet Earth. I don't think there could have been a worse game in the history of the world. It was.
I was expecting ugly games across every East Coast game. Every
East Coast games are fine. This game, 3-0. Was it a baseball game?
Dude, it was a fucking no disrespect. It was a Jets game. That's what I was watching. They played. It was a Jets 3-zip
both
game. Both
offensive lines looked like they weren't there. They just weren't on the field. Like it was just like the defensive line, the quarterback, sack. Every other play.
They benched Dobbs in the fourth quarter
did
nothing got nothing out of it. Got nothing out of it anyway.
It was terrible. And then the field goal didn't even happen until like 2 minutes left.
No. Yeah. Dude, the game could have it could have been a 0-0 tie. Imagine that.
It could have been. It was so close. They still had overtime to go if they had the tie. But...
Yeah, I know, but like it was a thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking like this game's gonna be a 0-0. Like no way.
Look, both coaches are hard. Like they didn't. I'm not saying they're horrible, but they coach horribly today.
Antonio Pierce just what was that, bro?
Dude, and I'm backing this guy up. I still think he's a good guy, a good coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach, but what the hell happened, bro?
This quarterback is terrible. Man.
They gotta put Garoppolo back in.
Yeah, put back Jimmy G, bro. Like he's gonna get hurt anyway. Just put him in.
Just put him in. He's gonna be hurt next game anyway. So
it doesn't matter. Dude,
there's nothing to lose. You can't lose like this. This is terrible.
It was a bad game. It was if I'm a guy watching that game in that stadium. There's no way.
You're leaving in the fourth quarter. You're
gambling my damn mortgage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gambling my mortgage. Leaving the fourth. You're going to the casino in the fourth quarter. Like fuck this shit.
Fuck that. If I would have known that, I would have never showed up to this game, bro. It was bad.
Yeah,
it was
terrible.
A bad
no
game.
Offensive protection. No offense. Just sacks galore.
Yeah, it was horrible. And moving on from that disgusting, despicable, horrible dog shit of a game. A good game in other and Browns versus Jaguars. Good game, 31-27. Listen, man, Trevor Lawrence is a beast, man. He gets credit. He gets all the credit. I mean, he threw 3 picks. I didn't think he was gonna play. That ankle injury looked very bad. It's an ugly injury, bro. And he showed up and he played again. He did throw 3 picks. But
the Jags haven't been looking as good as they have been in the early season.
And I think it's because they stopped running the ball, especially in this game. They just fucking became a shootout team.
Past few games. I mean, I've noticed because I have Travis Etienne on my team, my fantasy team, so his points have been down.
Dude, they're not running it, man. They need to
get back to running the ball.
That's who they are. I run it. And then when it's 3rd and long or 3rd, and you do your throwing thing, you know what I mean? And then
they
rely
do
on the defense.
The play action, Ridley, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And they look lost right now. They don't have an identity anymore. And lucky for everybody, like there was a lot of weird games today. A lot of guys, good teams lost to mediocre teams, I guess, or up and coming teams. And yet I keep saying the Bengals, the Jaguars, same cats, the Jags,
the cat teams,
the Jags. This would have been with Kansas City, which we'll get into. Losing, that would have put them to like the number 3 seed. You know,
it would have moved them up a little bit. I think.
Yeah. It was bad, and
fair play to Joe Flacco for playing pretty decently.
38 years old, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Where was this when you played with the Jets? Like,
that's what I was going to ask you. I was like, what was this about? You know what I mean? But different offensive coordinator though. Like he didn't have Hackett this year. Whoever the fuck, I don't even know who the guy was last year for you guys, so I couldn't even call who the OC was. But this guy, like he belonged. Yeah, and after the game, they rewarded him with he's going to be the quarterback for the remainder of the season. So
I mean, he should be. He's been playing fine, and they just need someone to manage the game. They have a good defense.
They got the great defense, so they shouldn't have nothing to worry about.
I saw they were like 6-1 at home or something like that. The Browns,
which is very good. Very good.
They can get a home playoff game. They're set.
Yeah, where they at right now in the standings in their division?
Let's see. I feel like they're behind somebody.
They're in though,
they're behind
right?
Baltimore. Yeah, they're behind Baltimore right now.
So they're a wild card team though, right?
I believe they are. Yeah, they're fifth seed. Okay,
so yeah, they're in. So very, very good. Look, again, they lost Deshaun Watson. They lose. DTR got hurt, and I mean, it's next man up. This is the epitome of next man up.
Yeah, they're
game manage it.
They're doing things.
It's very, very commendable. Well, win or lose, even if they don't make the playoff, this team, they're not going out silently like the Bengals. You know what I mean? So it's a good win.
I think they're gonna make it unless they lose out. They're not in danger of missing.
Yeah, I hope so. It'll be interesting to see how they.
They need to keep winning, but they're not gonna.
They're gonna be a tough out for sure. Next up, another great game: Ravens and Rams. Surprisingly, I thought
this was a surprising game because the backup punt returner wins it for him.
Wins it for them. Second. Yeah, a backup punt return, unbelievable.
The guy was hurt. The other guy.
Two teams who were known for their defense did not show up in this game. Again, it was an ugly weather game. I was expecting at least a 6-3, 10-7 kind of game. Whoever wins the 20 wins. You know what I mean? No, it was a shootout. Odell Beckham had a big catch. Big touchdown reception. Zay Flowers showed up. It was a fun game. It was like watching a Madden game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was very back and forth. Lots of very drama. Good game.
And Matthew Stafford looked amazing. He made a throw to Cooper Kupp that was really great. It's a great catch.
Yeah, Kupp made a really nice catch on that one.
Yeah.
He jumped up in the air and caught it over the defender.
Right. Yes, that's the same one I'm talking about. Yeah, dude, great game. Great win for the Ravens.
Ravens dominating the AFC.
Yeah, and Lamar
they are the number 1 seed.
Yep, and deservingly so.
Yeah, 10-3.
Mm-hmm. And the Rams, look, man, they're overachieving in my eyes. They're I think the future is bright for them. I think once Matthew retires, I think the next quarterback up will be determined where this team goes. And the defense is, let's be honest, the defense is older.
It's aging.
It's aging, so they're showing their age too.
The Rams are 1 seed out. They're at the 8th seed right now, so they're not quite there.
And again, I didn't even have them even make it in the playoffs or even in the conversation. So kudos to them.
Yeah,
it's
good play, but good win for the Ravens.
Dude, we have a concern. I don't know about you, but I'm concerned about the Lions, bro.
Yeah, I am too. They're another team that's fallen off, like the Jags. They've kind of fallen off.
They're like the NFC Jags for sure.
Yeah, they've fallen off since beginning of the season, which is weird.
Yeah, what's going on with the Cats, bro?
Yeah, all the Cat teams are
What's up with the Bengals, I guess. Yeah, the fucking
Bengals are still okay, but
yeah, they're still alive. But
I think, in my opinion, it's the same thing. It's similar to it has to do with Goff, I think, because he's been playing kind of like
wild. He's like just throwing loosey goosey, right?
Yeah, he's like less controlled. He's making dumb decisions now, just like slinging it everywhere. Pause.
Yeah, and they tend to be playing to their competition. Look at how they played against the Packers, and look. There's no way the Bears should be even in the damn same realm with them.
But to be fair, the last time they played the Bears almost beat them on Thanksgiving.
That is true. Yes. The Packers beat them on Thanksgiving.
But the last time they played the Bears,
the last time they played it,
it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was like the week.
A couple of weeks ago. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
I remember.
It was a close game. It was I think it was.
It was like a last second.
Overtime? Was it an overtime or was it a drive?
Yeah, it was like a last second drive or something.
Right. It was. I mean, the Bears
nearly had that win.
Yeah. And I mean, not to toot my horn, with the Patriots winning and now the Bears winning, Giants could lose tomorrow, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, you're rooting for a Giants L tomorrow.
Yeah, we're rooting for Giants L tomorrow.
Anyway.
But with a healthy Justin Fields and DJ Moore being pretty much his number 1 wide receiver, the future is looking bright for this team. They clearly don't need a quarterback.
Yeah,
they
could
use they could go with a number 2, or they could just go with an offensive lineman. They could go with a number 2 wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr., or they could go with and they could get an offensive. They got 2 picks. You know what I mean? So like,
chances and their defense isn't looking too bad either.
No, the defense, Martez Sweat, man, is a good pickup. The future is very bright. They just got to keep this kid healthy and on his feet.
Yeah, they got to keep it together. Keep the play calling good.
But this is
they keep doing this. They'll be back to relevance in no time.
Yeah, but I don't even think. I think it was more of a Lions losing than the Bears beating them.
Yeah, they let the Bears beat them.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know what the hell was going on, but the Lions lost that game more than the Bears beat them. They played to their competition, and they've been doing it a lot. And that's scary going into the playoffs because a shitty team that I hate so much, the Dallas Cowboys, will run over this Lions team easily if they play like this.
Yeah, Goff did 20 for 35, 161 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Yikes.
Yeah, that's not good. And then, how many carries did the running back get?
11. 66 yards, a touchdown.
Dude, even with 11 carries and 66, that's good. So that means they need to feed him more.
Yeah, he's doing
too much, bro.
I mean, David Montgomery also had 10 carries.
Dude, they need, I think...
So they had like 20-ish, 22 carries or so.
Yeah, but they need to have 20 each, man. They should be running the ball more.
Yeah, take out like Goff's hands because he's not...
He's not it right now.
They throw the ball.
He's playing like Trevor. Well, Trevor Lawrence has been consistent most of them, but he's not a 40... So he can't throw the ball 40 times, man. It's not good.
35 times, yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. You need to have
QBR is 38.8, which is not good.
That's not good.
Justin Fields killed though.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. Like, because I hate the they wanted to get rid of the kid early in the season and bench him and all. No, he's a work in progress. He came out of college raw. Pause. I mean, like it's weird, but kudos to the Bears. Good win. Kind of concerning for the Lions, man, because they're too up and down for my liking. Yeah, and that's not going to cut it in the playoff. Yeah, they're not going to cut it in the playoffs. Yeah, and don't forget now, Justin Jefferson is somewhat healthy now. He had a chest. Yeah, and the Vikings are winning now. So be on the lookout for the Vikings, man. I'm not saying they're going to go run the table or anything like that, but they're catching up.
They could sneak in there.
Yeah,
they are in the 6th seed already, actually. So
you see,
they're 7-6. Lions are 9-4, so they're not that far away.
Exactly, and if they bump into the Lions in the playoffs, come on now. The Lions tend to play to their competition, right?
Yeah,
that's not looking good. It's not.
Wait, are they going to face the Lions? I don't know.
I don't think so. Because they're in the same division. It's
right? By seeding, but it could.
The Lions are what right now? They're what, the
4th
seed?
3 seed, and the Minnesota's the 6th seed. So,
No, so it'll be 4 versus 5, right?
4 versus 5 is Tampa versus Philly. So
did Philly really lose today?
Yes, because they're in the wild card spot now.
Right, but like they're gonna be facing the Bucks, right?
I think so.
I mean, whoever comes out of that. So wait, the fifth seed will be the South, right? The winner of the South.
No, the 4th seed is winner of the South.
Okay,
that's a division winner for that's last division winner.
Right. I got it confused. So, as it stands today, it will be Tampa versus Detroit or Minnesota. The Eagles.
I think it is 4. It's 4 versus 5, right? And then 3 versus 6, and then 2 versus 7. Because only one gets a bye.
Only one gets the bye. Yeah, one gets the bye.
So it's 2 versus 7. So Dallas versus Green Bay.
Okay.
Then Detroit versus Minnesota. And then
so
Tampa
it
versus
could
Philly.
happen.
Yeah,
it could happen.
It's already in place, so it could happen.
Wow. If I'm Minnesota, man, I can't wait to face Detroit.
Yeah.
Right now. And if anybody, if I'm like, there's no such thing as like tanking when you're in a playoff team. But look, if you're gonna face the NFC South champion, I mean, whoever comes out of that division, do you really lose? Are you really a loser right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. I mean, they have a losing record. They're in the 4th seed. Like, come on.
Shit. All right, do we need to talk about the Saints and Panthers? Like, come on now, close your eyes and picture what happened. You know what I mean? 28-6 beat down. The Saints they beat the shit out of the Panthers.
Derek Carr played good, no surprise.
Yeah, it was his best game as a Saint. You know,
it really
whatever that means. You know what I mean?
Against the worst team in the league.
Great game, another good game. Surprisingly, somewhat close in the beginning till everybody decided to become the WWE 49ers versus Seahawks. That was a good game leading to the fourth quarter. Then and everybody decided to fucking DK Metcalf got his ego bruised and fucking wanted to body slam on Warner and shit. It became one big thing. But the moral of the story, the big thing that came out of this game was Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuels, and that offense just showed out today.
They're still the best team in the league by far, I think.
Yeah, they're the number one seed. In my eyes, they're the number one overall, with the Ravens very, very close. Not second. By far.
Maybe second.
Yeah. But in the NFC for sure, there's the way that they handle the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys by 33, and they blew out the Eagles as well.
Yeah, and they've handled the Seahawks twice now.
Twice already, pretty easily. So. They're gonna be the face of the NFC, like pretty much.
Yeah, they're the injuries. They're the best team.
Yeah, barring any injuries. The 49ers look good. Christian McCaffrey went off again. Deebo Samuels became I know he set like a milestone today for receiving touchdowns, I believe, or just touchdowns in general for a wide receiver.
Also, the Seahawks had Drew Lock starting for them, so
right, and he didn't look bad. You know,
he didn't look terrible, but it wasn't.
Gino. You know what I mean? Right. So kudos to the 49ers. I think the Seahawks are out of contention now, right? Because 2 losses in a row, right?
Yeah, they're out. They're in the 9th seed right now. But then again, I mean, they're the same record as the Bucks, who are in the 4th seed. So it's like, as a wild card, 6 and 7 probably isn't going to cut it.
Right.
Although, who knows? In the NFC, it's a low bar, okay?
Right. Let's get this one out the way. Broncos and Chargers. The Chargers are just done.
I think the Broncos played pretty well. They're playing well for what they were doing earlier in the year.
Yeah, dude, they won 24-7. Russell Wilson looked amazing. Wait, did I say the Broncos are done?
You said the Chargers are done.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah, I meant okay. Yeah. Chargers are done. Sorry,
Chargers are.
Dude, I'm telling you. Remember, I always say this: whoever the hot team is in the playoffs, you don't want to face them.
Broncos are
hot right now.
They've been hot.
They've been hot for a minute.
Except for that loss last week, but
but they wasn't like they didn't get blown out. You know what I mean? It came with a close game, right?
But at the end of the day, they're tied. They're tied for the 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th seed for Houston and Denver. So
they're on the outside looking in as of now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's why that's why the early season games are important, because they will justify how you go moving forward.
Yeah, they'll be lucky to sneak in as a 7th seed at this point. But
I'm telling you, if they get in, and I'm gonna say it, I think they're gonna get in. That's my pick to get in.
They keep winning. They definitely have a chance.
And by no means am I a Broncos fan or a Russell Wilson fan whatsoever. But again, it's Sean Payton's magic, bro. I think he can coach them up, and I think that team is playing with some confidence. And they're a scary team. They
definitely are. Yeah,
they're a very scary team, and the Chargers are done. They need to just
They gotta start rebuilding.
Yeah,
just rebuild.
Yeah,
there's nothing more to say.
Herbert is the only guy you got to rebuild around. Khalil Mack is like, that defense is old. Maybe a new DC might help them out, but I don't think they need a coach, man.
And they have that receiver they drafted, Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, but
he's been kind of a bust.
Yeah, he's up and down at best, and a bust right now. Let's wait till next year to call him that. But now,
he's kind of not been as good as some of the other. Addison Reed, I mean,
nope, and Zay Flowers.
I mean,
Jalen Hyatt has better record than better receiving yards than him.
Yeah, he hasn't been good. That's people are saying he's kind of a bust.
Yeah, he looks like he has bust written all over him for sure. But I'll give him another year. Maybe a new scheme, a new coach. Probably, make him. I don't know, because I think Keenan Allen's up there in age too. I think he's in his mid-30s, right?
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, so they need something. And what's their record now? Are they 3 or 4 wins?
They're like 6 or 7 wins, I think.
The Chargers?
Oh, 5 wins. Sorry, 5.
5 wins is still surprising. I thought it was 3 or 4.
No, it's 5.
Oh, so they're not even
same record as the Jets.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not even gonna get a good pick, even if they lose
they're
out.
Kind of they're just mid
in the middle. Yeah,
mid.
Oh
mid.
Man! All right, let's get that bad taste out of our mouth. Pause, and let's talk about a wild game between the Bills and the Chiefs. First time I saw some emotion coming out of Patrick Mahomes. He wanted to fuck somebody up. The refs. Now, the call was an offside call on Tony, right? Which I don't give a shit about Tony because he's a.
You're happy that happened to him. You're like, this guy deserved it.
Yeah, I'm a Kansas City fan though, but to see that happen to him,
good.
My heart got a little warmer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm happy for that.
Yeah,
but that was a bullshit call though. Like it was like it's like a splitting hairs kind of call. Like it seems like it's been done a lot of the league because I was watching the Eagles and Cowboys game and the same call happened and it was like literally like a hair, like a margin of like
you just lined up a little bit off sides.
Yeah, and
it's like how does that make any difference? It's not gonna change the outcome of the play.
The outcome of the game, yeah. And what messes it up is that, and I agree with Patrick Mahomes that the refs did fuck this game up. That was a great play, like that Kelsey to lateral to him. That was smart. That was like people don't think like that. You know what I mean? For him to do that, it was a great plan. It's ruined by the referees. That call was. It was a bad call. It was a bad call. He was slightly offsides. And from what you've seen across the league, they showed on I forgot which halftime show it was, but it was like, dude, these things happen all the time, almost in every play. Like holding happens in almost every play.
It happens all the time. They just don't call every single instance of it.
And it's debatable whether or not the referee is supposed to let you know, like you need to back up a little bit or move up a little bit, or you're on that line. So it's like splitting hairs again. It's sad that the game ended this way because it was a great game overall, and now we'll only look at this as the referee fucked this call up.
It seems like it's been happening a lot now.
Yeah, and especially with this team in particular because it was like last week too.
Last week too, they had that weird call. So I don't know.
Yeah, and again,
Chiefs are one of those teams that haven't looked good all year and still don't look good.
No, and it's concerning. It's very concerning, and
they're dropping down the rankings of.
Yeah, I think they got lucky because of Jacksonville's loss. So I think they still maintain a 3 spot. I think they still maintain that 3 spot, but
they're still at 3, but they're dropping
a beatable
fast.
3. Yeah, they're a beatable 3.
The Dolphins are ahead of them, who play tomorrow.
Yeah, and should win the Tennessee game, but we'll get to that later. But I honestly think Patrick Mahomes need help. He can't do everything. He can't catch the ball. He can't run the ball.
More weapons. They don't have any weapons around him.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's sad that the game, but good is a good win for the Bills. They needed it more than Kansas City did.
Bills are still fighting for that 7th seed.
Yeah, so they're fighting for the 9th. So
they're in 11th. They're not.
Yeah,
they're far away.
They could still make it though. They're not completely out of it, but if they don't make it, they got nobody to blame but themselves. Run the fucking ball. Look what James Cook did today. He cooked today. He had a good game. He gave me fucking 24 points today.
Yeah, he had a good game. I think he had a passing touchdown as well.
A passing touchdown, yeah. Give the ball to your running backs, man. Like, establish
10 carries,
a run
58
game.
yards.
That's still not enough. 10 carries though. They almost lost that game. And if they would have lost that game, you know what I would have said? Run the ball. 10 carries is not enough.
Yeah, Josh Allen also had 10 carries as well and a touchdown. Ty Johnson had 5, Latavius Murray 3, so 28 total. Yeah. Not amazing.
No.
Given that Allen passed 42 times.
He passed the ball 42 times?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Come on, man.
Only 1 pick, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, but do you need to throw the ball 42 times?
For them,
you're not facing a Kansas City team that's like running it up, running on the score on you anymore. You don't even have. They don't have a legit number 1. Like Shaheed Reed shows flashes here and there, but maybe next year he'd be their number 1. But come on, he's a rookie still. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I guess the game of the night, which pissed me off, was the Cowboys beating the Eagles.
Oh, here we go. I guess the real question about this game is like, all right, they're 1-1, right? Eagles beat their ass the first time. Cowboys beat them this time. So where does that leave us with the Cowboys?
I still think the Eagles are overall better team.
Yeah, talent-wise, I think so.
Yeah, when are you going to see Jalen Hurts play like this? Like Jalen Hurts didn't he wasn't the cause of the game. I mean, he had that 1 fumble loss, but he didn't get. He kept look. The receivers fucked this game up. Let's be honest. Devontae Smith, big play,
they dropped a lot of balls and
a lot of drop passes. The kid, what's his name? Their number 1 wide receiver. What was his name? Brown, and what's his name? The Eagles number 1 receiver. Yeah,
AJ Brown.
He let Gilmore get in his head. every time the ball was thrown to him and it was incomplete, he's mouthing off to Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore is a great Hall of Fame type cornerback. You know what I mean? He's a legend. He's doing what he's doing, what gets him paid. It's to get in your head and it worked to perfection. And AJ Brown, and if I'm a coach, or even if I'm a player, if I'm Jalen, this is where leadership comes in. Like, yeah, listen, young man, shut up and play. He's getting into your head. Shut up and play. You want to beat him? You want to talk smack to him? Do it in the end zone. Do it when it really matters. Win the game. Because that was selfish of him. He played like shit. He made Gilmore look like Deion Sanders out there.
Terrible,
bro. He played terrible.
But the worst thing is that now Philly has a fight on their hands.
Yeah, but
they have to win. They have to win out now, basically.
But they can do it because they do have a weak schedule. They have the weakest schedule between them and the Cowboys. They have the weakest schedule. I think the Cowboys now are entering their the gauntlet, if you will.
Yeah. This is one of the gauntlet. But I think I don't know if this game cements Dak's MVP candidacy or what.
I refuse to admit that or acknowledge it. But to be fair, I can't give him props.
He does deserve some credit, I think.
I gave him credit last week, bro. I gave him credit last week.
That's true. You don't want to ball wash him.
Yeah, I'm not ball washing him 2 weeks in a row. All right. He played very good. I give him credit. Like, I'm shit talking, but he definitely is in the conversation for MVP.
Yes, I'm not saying he is MVP. I'm just saying he's in the conversation.
He's definitely 100% in the conversation.
Yeah,
yeah, but that defense really did show up though. Shout out to Mekhi Parsons, who had flu-like systems, who was double coverage and still sacked Jalen Hurts, bro. Fucking wild.
I mean, if Dallas can continue winning like this against legit teams, then we have to consider them a playoff contender.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're outside of the 49ers and the Ravens, they are a very balanced team. Like their offense, they're very balanced.
They're like third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah. But one thing they did that I like that showed them that they're at least a class better than Miami. They beat a good team.
Yeah, man, but they're gonna face each other soon, Miami and Dallas.
Oh yeah, I heard about. Yeah, that is true. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game to see like where both teams stand. To be honest, I know like they're both. It might not mean nothing because they're both gonna be in the playoffs, and who knows, maybe the seedings might be fixed.
Well, the seeding could matter because if Miami loses, that could drop them a seed. If
right,
or if Dallas loses, they could drop them a seed as well. So.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for that game, shockingly. But
it's gonna be interesting
for the Cowboys. The Eagles. I want to say this is fool's gold because I doubt I'll see if they play them again. I doubt you'll see Jalen Hurts play like that. I think AJ Brown will be rejuvenated. I think Devontae Smith will be rejuvenated. The defense, which they're known to take pride in, looked very mid and very bad at times. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come with a chip on their shoulder, and I feel bad. I don't give a fuck who they're facing next week or how bad that team is. That team is gonna get whooped.
Yeah, whoever they're facing is.
Yeah, they're gonna get whooped really bad.
It's over for them.
Yeah. So and then let's get that's pretty much it for today's games, right? You want to get into tomorrow's games?
It's the Seahawks next week, so yeah. Goodbye, Seahawks.
Oh man, it's gonna be in Seattle or in Philly.
I think it was in Seattle. So it doesn't matter. They're gonna.
It doesn't matter. I'll give them a good first half fight, and then they're gonna show up.
We have 2.5 minutes.
All right, so let's get to tomorrow games. We got Packers and Giants. Who you got tomorrow, there, Garrett?
I would pick the Packers, but
both teams are hot.
Just for your sake, I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, I've never.
Giants could pull out a win. You never know. DeVito could go all Italian on us.
Yeah, fucking DeVito. I'm hoping for a great DeVito game with a Giants lose by a field goal. Give me 2017 Packers.
Yeah. DeVito goes off, but they lose.
Yeah, which is respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dolphins, obviously, because
Dolphins over the Titans.
Are trash.
Titans are 4-8. Yeah, the Titans are gonna lose. I mean,
they're gonna get blown out.
Yeah, it's whether or not the question is how many yards Tyreek Hill's gonna get tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, that's what he needs, like a couple hundred.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Damn. I don't know. I got Dolphins in a blowout. I don't see no way how the Titans are going to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, I don't see how either. It's
I don't get it. I don't see it.
Any given Sunday though, but
yeah, that's true. Any given Sunday. But that Packers and Giants game, I'm looking at that game like, dude, the Giants could actually win that game.
It's a winnable game, but you don't want them to win.
No, and they're mathematically still in it, and they keep talking like all the press conference they had this week, like they're still alive. They're talking like they're
still in the game.
They're in the game. I was like, don't talk like that. Don't believe in yourselves. Stop believing in yourselves. But I really like this DeVito kid. And shout out to the kid from LSU winning the Heisman Trophy. I'm telling you, man, this kid is going to be a star. Jaden Daniels is going to be a star. Whoever gets it, whether or not the Giants do or not, I really think this kid is going to be a star. I really like the way this kid plays. He got a good head on his shoulders. Shout out to that kid. He deserves it.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Again, guys, keep liking and subscribing. Don't forget, I'm your host, Jah. That's my guy, Mr. GPS. We out, baby. See you next weekend.
Get hype.
Get hype.